Hey everybody, it's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today I'm going to be talking about my 4 most important fragrances in my collection, or my 4 most important fragrances that really helped me in my fragrance journey, that were really important for me developing or changing my fragrance taste and developing as a fragrance lover. I was tagged by the lovely and wonderful Justa Rose. I'm going to tag her down below. Thank you so much. And let's jump into this video. The first one I wanted to mention was none other than Coty Aspen. Now, this fragrance really helped me. My first fragrance that really got me into the fragrance game was probably Nautica Voyage, but I quickly kind of outgrew the fragrance. It just wasn't my kind of style or kind of feel. I quickly found this one. It was a very cheap and inexpensive fragrance. You can still find this one for $10 or less. A Coty Aspen is just fresh and green and crisp and lovely. If you're a fragrance enthusiast, you know that this stuff is not exactly natural. But I love this on a cold winter and spring morning. I've been wearing this a little bit more often recently. It reminds me of a beautiful, fresh, crisp forest. It's just a joy to wear for me every once in a while whenever I feel like I want something a little bit green and fresh and crisp, and it almost is kind of citrusy in a way. It's just a lovely fragrance. It's not very long lasting at all. It's a 1 or 2 hour fragrance. It just doesn't last, but it's lovely. I sometimes love to use it as an air refreshener. I sometimes love to use it on fresh clothes straight out of the dryer when they're still warm and a little bit cozy. So this is really fresh and crisp, and it's just lovely. If you're a gentleman out there, you know, maybe a little bit more mid-aged, and you don't have this in your collection yet, you might just love this stuff for just easy out and about, you know, everyday wear, or something you might just want to enjoy more on a personal kind of basis. So a wonderful fragrance. Another fragrance I want to mention that was really important to my fragrance journey, and not a lot of people know about this fragrance, not a lot of people have heard about it. I have a couple good friends out there. The Centurion knows about this fragrance. This is a beautiful thing. It's called Xurius Rouge by Givenchy. This is a really hidden gem. Nobody talks about this. If you like, you know, things like Joop or Joop out there, stuff is very classy. It has a little bit of greenness to it. It's very masculine and gentlemanly. It's sweet and modern. It's like almost that modern classic type of DNA. Something that really is kind of timeless, just like Platinum Egoist and Eau Sauvage and Dior Fahrenheit. All those fragrances are classic. I think that this also is one of the great timeless classics that's ever been made. This stuff is a little bit on the sweet side. It might seem a little bit immature if you're, you know, a little bit more of a gentleman. But give it some time, let it wear on your skin a little bit, and you'll notice how good this stuff smells. And you'll also notice how good this stuff performs, and also that the ladies love it, because of course it's a little bit on the sweet side. So, a beautiful fragrance. It's very charming, it's very lovable, and Xurius Rouge is just a great fragrance. It really got me interested in more of maybe the classical fragrances. It got me interested in looking more into the vintage fragrances. I always respected Dior Fahrenheit, but it helped me find things like Eau Sauvage and Platinum Egoist, and find some of the great fragrances out there. You know, some of the Hermes fragrances like Rocabar, some of the great fragrances that are true classics. This to me really started my adoration and my appreciation of the classics. So I love this fragrance for what it is. Let me see here. Let's jump to another one. This is none other than Pure Tonka by Mugler or Mugler. It is one of my favorite designer fragrances ever made. One of my top 10 designer fragrances for me. It's a very gourmand fragrance. It's very sweet. It's Tonka heavy, of course. It has coffee and cocoa vibes. Of course, it's a gourmand, and it's just gorgeous. It's very long-lasting and tantalizing. To me, it has a little bit of this interesting dark aspect, almost like Black Opium has for ladies. So this is also a very seductive fragrance. This is probably my most seductive fragrance and the most complimented fragrance I've ever worn that ladies have just loved. The ladies go crazy for this fragrance on me. It suits my personality for some reason, and they just love it. I've been chased down and I've been followed with this fragrance. You know, Pure Tonka is, for me personally, besides all those great things, this fragrance really helped me to love flankers. It really helped me to understand that there are some good fragrance flankers out there. Some people in the fragrance community do not really like that there's so many flankers out there. Sometimes they are kind of needless, sometimes they're wasteful, and sometimes the flankers just aren't good releases. They're just, you know, money grabs. But sometimes a flanker can be a beautiful thing and a wonderful thing, and it helped me, encouraged me to go out there and find some of the flankers, because sometimes I like a good DNA of a fragrance, but I might want it twisted a little bit, and I might want it just exactly the way I like it. So, you know, the Goldilocks kind of effect going on. So this is my Goldilocks of the Mugler line. I like Pure Malt, and I appreciate Pure Havana for what it is, but Pure Tonka takes my heart, and I just love this stuff. Pure Tonka by Mugler, one of my favorite fragrances, and it really changed me as a fragrance lover. Also got me into gourmands. It also did that for me. I didn't know about gourmands, or I never knew that I would ever like a gourmand, but before I found this one, this was my first gourmand fragrance love. Pure Tonka. Gorgeous stuff. Now the next one, I do have to give an ode and a shout out to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. He was the one who helped me find this fragrance. He was the one who did a video. I believe her name was, I keep forgetting her name. And I don't believe it was Tiffany. He has so many wonderful ladies on his channel, but it's none other than Fan Your Flames by Nishane. Now, this fragrance is gorgeous. If you love Creation E or Enigma by Roja, if you love those complex, rich fragrances that have sweetness to them, you're going to love this one. If you like a little bit more of a vintage vibe as well, this has a beautiful heat, a beautiful spiciness that really comes through in the opening. It feels authentically spicy. It has a beautiful coconut type of heart to it. I don't think it's exactly syrupy or too heavy, but it does have this dense, kind of rich sweetness that comes from coconut, almost if you tried to make a caramel or browned or cooked down, you know, this coconut syrup. Then the fragrance becomes so beautiful with this tobacco. It was there the whole time, but in the dry down, the tobacco really comes through in a big way. Ladies, you might get deceived, or you might be excited about this fragrance. It is unisex, and a confident lady can wear this stuff, but in the dry down, the tobacco really comes through, and you might just not like how tobacco heavy this fragrance is. It's beautiful, it's charismatic, it's addictive. This is the first niche fragrance that I ever bought, and I had to have. And again, shout out to you, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, for how, you know, you got me onto this fragrance, and I am so happy that I jumped onto this one and really jumped into the world of niche. You know, before that, I had never really sampled a lot of niche. I didn't know if niche was going to be for me. I had tried some niche out there, and, you know, niche is really hit or miss. You know, you're not going to love as very much niche. You're going to find stuff that you really don't like, and stuff that you absolutely love. And I was a little bit apprehensive, of course, for the price. Niche can get very expensive, but of course I wasn't sure about the longevity and how good stuff smelled. This is a 7-9 hour fragrance plus. It's charming, it's romantic, and it has enough masculinity and confidence behind it that I truly just love this fragrance. It's also my first real boozy fragrances, and helped me figure out that I really do love boozy qualities in fragrances. I love tobacco. It helped me figure out that I love tobacco even more. And of course, I've always loved spicy fragrances, and this really, I guess, solidified or strengthened my love of spiciness as well. So I love Fan Your Flames by Nishane, a beautiful fragrance and a wonderful fragrance. I just can't live without it. So thank you so much, Just a Rose, for your tag again. And thank y'all so much for watching today. If you did love this video, of course y'all know what to do down below. But before you go away, before you jump away, I do want to tag some wonderful people in the fragrance community. I want to tag Centurion. He's a wonderful gentleman out there doing a really good job talking about fragrances. A wonderful guy. I want to tag Georgia Gent. An upcoming guy. Is charismatic. He's lovely. He's down to earth. You know, Georgia Gent has always been a good friend. So Georgia Gent, I want to tag you in this video. And also Valley Vaughn. Valley Vaughn is fantastic. She's another voice and a whole another character. She adds a whole different spark to the fragrance community, and her voice is very much needed and wanted in the fragrance community. So we love you, Valley Vaughn, and shout out to you. and I tag all 3 of you in this video. And of course, any other fragrance reviewer who's watching this who wants to be a part of this tag, consider yourself tagged and feel free to do this video yourself. So thank you all for all of your support and your love. Again, if you do want to help me and this channel, and you did appreciate this content today, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. And again, when you hit that notification bell, make sure to hit all notifications so you're notified of all my videos. I've been uploading every day, very consistently for a while, so never miss out on an episode. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here, my friends. Thank you for all of your love and all of your support, and I'll see y'all next time, my friends. This is the Scented Tar Fragrance channel. Y'all know what this is, and I'll see y'all next time, my friends. Wear what you love and rock what you got. I'll see ya, and bye.